Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I will show you how to make this three-dimensional star, which can be used as a tree topper or just to decorate your house. This star is pretty big. It's about 12 inches in diameter or about 14 inches including the stand. I am going to crochet it using this cotton thread size 10 and the hook that is almost 2 millimeters, 1.95 millimeters. We'll start here in the center with a magic ring in which we'll make 20 double crochet stitches. To make the magic ring, hold the end of the thread with 3 fingers, wrap the thread around 2 fingers, insert the hook and pull the second thread to the front. Make the first stitch. Now chain 3 instead of the first double crochet and then just continue making double crochet stitches until you have 20. After that, close the ring as well as you can and make the slip stitch in the third chain that we made at the beginning of this round. In the next round, in each of these double crochet stitches, we'll be making these tall stitches. I'm not sure what the name of those stitches is, but it's not double when you do thread over once, not triple or treble when you do thread over twice. It's thread over 3 times. I will call them quadruple stitches, and they will be chain 3 between those stitches. Instead of the first tall or quadruple stitch, we'll make chain 5. Then chain 3 to separate those stitches. Now thread over 3 times. We'll insert the hook in the next double crochet and we'll pull the hook through 2 loops once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Chain 3. Thread over 3 times, insert the hook 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We are pulling the hook through. Chain 3, thread over 3 times, insert the hook, pull it through, and once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and continue like this, making those tall stitches until you have 20 of them and chain 3 between them. At the end of the round, chain 3 and a slip stitch in the 5th chain of the beginning of this round, like this. Now in every other chain that we just made, we are going to make 5 double crochet stitches, and we are going to alternate the number of chains between them. We are going to make chain 2, chain 3, chain 2, chain 3 between those groups of 5 double crochet. First, we need to make a slip stitch to get under this chain. Now chain 3 as the first double crochet and 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 altogether. Chain 2. Skip this chain and make 5 double crochets in the next one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 3. Skip 1 chain, 5 double crochet stitches. chain 2, skip 1 chain, and 5 double crochet stitches, chain 3, and continue working like this until you reach the end of the round. At the end of the round, chain 3 and a slip stitch in the third chain. Now, in each double crochet stitch of the previous round, we are going to make double crochet stitches and 3 double crochet stitches between them. And between these groups of 13 double crochet stitches, we'll make chain 3, 2 triple crochet stitches, chain 3. We'll start with chain 3 as the first double crochet, and now double crochets in each double. I have 5 so far. Here I'll make 3 double crochets and 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now chain 3, a triple crochet stitch, which means we'll do thread over twice. We'll insert the hook in the middle of these 3 chains, and we'll pull the hook once, twice, 3 times, and another triple crochet stitch in the same place. 1, 2, 3 times, chain 3, and we'll continue with double crochet stitches, making 13 of them. Continue with this pattern all the way around. At the end of the round, chain 3 and a slip stitch in the third beginning chain, which we are going to do at the end of every round, so I won't repeat it anymore. Every round ends with a slip stitch. Now, in each double crochet of the previous round, we'll be making double crochet stitches, and between them there will be chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3. So start with chain 3 and 12 more double crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Chain 3. In this triple crochet, we'll make 3 double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 3 double crochet stitches in the next triple crochet. 1, 2, 3, and chain 3, and continue with double crochets like this. This is the end of this round. In the next round, we are going to reduce the number of double crochet stitches. We'll have 9 left instead of 13, and between them there will be chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3. 3 seems to be a magic number for this pattern. So we'll start with 2 slip stitches. We'll make chain 3 as the first double crochet and 8 more. So now I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just skip these 2. I'll make chain 3 and 3 double crochets here in the middle of this chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3. 3 double crochets here in the middle of this chain. 1, 2, 3, chain 3. We are working in the next chain in the middle, chain, 3 double crochets, chain 3. Now skip the first 2 double crochets and continue making double crochet stitches in the third one, and continue working like this. This is how this round looks at the end. In the next round, instead of 9 double crochets, we'll make 5 to make this petal more narrow. And then we'll continue with chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3, a double crochet in the first of 3 here in the middle, and then chain 10, a double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3. So once again, we'll start with 2 slip stitches to reduce the number of double crochets here. Chain 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochet stitches, 5 altogether. Chain 3. Now 3 double crochets here in the middle of the first chain. Chain 3 and a double crochet in the first of the 3. Now chain 10. 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. A double crochet in the last of these 3. Chain 3. We'll skip this chain and we'll make 3 double crochets in the middle of the next chain. 2, 3, chain 3, skip the first 2 double crochets and continue working in the next one, and repeat this 4 more times. This is this round when it's finished. In the next round, in this petal area, we'll have just 1 double crochet left, and after that we'll make chain 3, 3 double crochet stitches, chain 3, and in the chain of 10 we'll make 8 puff stitches, each consisting of 3 unfinished double crochet stitches with chain 2 between them. Again, we'll start this round with 2 slip stitches. The first double crochet will be chain 3, and then we'll need to make another chain 3 for the pattern. Now 3 double crochets in this first chain, in the middle of this first chain as usual. Chain 3, and now puff stitches. We'll start the puff stitch as a double crochet. We'll pull the hook through once, but won't do it the second time. We'll start another double crochet stitch. We'll pull the hook through once, and the third double crochet stitch once. Now we have 4 loops on the hook. We'll work them together. Chain 2. Once again, we'll start as if we are making a double crochet stitch. Pull the hook through once, the second double crochet once, the third double crochet once. We have 4 loops on the hook. We'll pull the hook through all 4. Chain 2. And we'll continue making those puff stitches, each consisting of 3 double crochets. We worked together when we have 4 loops on the hook. Chain 2 between them. Chain 2. We have 6, need 2 more. Chain 2 and the last one. 8 puff stitches, and now as usual chain 3. We'll skip this chain. We'll make 3 double crochet stitches in the middle of the next chain. Chain 3, just 1 double crochet here in the middle, and then we'll continue with the pattern. At the end of this round, we'll need to make a slip stitch in the third chain that we made at the beginning of the round. This is what the end of this round looks like. And now to the last round that we'll be making before we separate our work into 5 parts. On both sides of this chain 3 or double crochet, we are going to be making groups of 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3, and then instead of 8 puff stitches, we'll make 9 with chain 3 between them. First, we need to get to this middle chain, so we'll make 2 slip stitches, chains 3 as the first double crochet, and 2 more, now chain 3 and 3 more double crochets in the same space, in the same chain. Now chain 3, and we'll make the first puff stitch to the right of this puff stitch, like this. The first unfinished double crochet, the second, the next, and we'll pull the hook through 4 loops, chain 3. Now we'll be making puff stitches between the puff stitches of the previous round. 1, 2, 3 unfinished double crochets, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, pull the hook through, chain 3, and we'll be working like this. Between every puff stitch of the previous round. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3 double crochets and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. In the last space between the puff stitches, chain 3, and the last one will be to the left of this puff stitch number 8 of the previous round. Now chain 3, and we'll skip this chain. We'll work on the next chain, making 3 double crochet stitches, chain 3 and 3 double crochets in the same chain. And now, without any chains, we'll just move to this middle chain, and we'll continue making the same group of 3 double crochets, chain 3 and 3 double crochets, and continue working like this. And this round is ready. Now we'll start working on the 5 points of the star separately, and we'll start each side, we'll end each side with this group of 3 double crochet stitches, chain 3, 3 double crochet stitches, chain 3, and then we'll be making single crochet stitches between the puff stitches with chain 4 between them. First, we'll need to get to this chain 3, so we'll make slip stitches, 3 slip stitches. Here we are. Chain 3 is the first double crochet, and 2 more. Chain 3 and 3 double crochets. Chain 3, a single crochet between the puff stitches, chain 4, a single crochet, chain 4, a single crochet, chain 4, and continue in the same way. until we have 7 arches of chain 4. Here there are 7. Now chain 3 and the usual group of 3 double crochets, chain 3 and 3 double crochets. Like this. Now we'll turn the work over. We won't make a slip stitch in the first double crochet. We'll make one in the second and in the third and in this chain. We'll make the usual group, 3 double crochets, chain 3 and 3 double crochets. Chain 3 will always separate this end group from the middle of this pattern. A single crochet, and now instead of chain 4 we'll be making chain 5 in all the other rows that we have left in this point of the star. And in every row there will be 1 arch left. We had 7 arches in the previous row. Now we'll have 6 left. Like this, 6 and chain 3 and the usual group. Three double, chain 3, 3 double. Turn the work over. Once again 3 slip stitches, 1 in the middle double crochet, 1 in the last, 1 in the chain, then as always 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3, and continue working like this, making single crochet stitches and chain 5 until you get to the row where you have just 1 arch left. I will do that also, and then I will show you how to finish this point of the star. Here I have almost finished this point. I have 1 arch left, and that's why after this usual group I will be making chain 3, a single crochet stitch in the arch, chain 3, then the usual, on the other side 3 slip stitches, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double, And now without any chains, we are moving to this group and we'll be making the usual combination. And now the last round here. After the 3 slip stitches, we'll make chain 3, a double crochet and a double crochet, and without any chains we are moving here and we'll be making 3 more double crochet stitches, and this is the end. For now you can cut off the thread and turn the work over and continue working on all the points of the star, beginning here and ending here in this group. After you finish this star, please make another one, just this part of it without the points. I will do all that also, and then I will show you how to make the points of the second star at the same time connecting the first. After the first star is completed and the second star is half completed with only points left, we need to put them together like this. These sides should be inside, and we'll start making the points of the second star connecting the first one. Just one word of advice: before you do that, please hide all the ends of the thread that we have here, not these ones, we'll need them later, because it is going to be more difficult to do later when the project is finished. So this is done, and this is the reverse side, and I am putting another star here with the reverse side inside, like this. First of all, we need to get to this chain, which we do with slip stitches, 3 slip stitches, 2 in double crochets and 1 in the chain. Now I am making 2, not 3 chains, which we normally do. Now I am finding the place which will correspond this place on this star, and I will insert the hook here in the corner of this group, and I will pull the hook through. This will be my third chain, which begins the round. Now I will need to make 2 more double crochet stitches, three chains as usual, and 3 more double crochets. Now chain 3, and we are working as usual, making single crochet stitches and chain 4 in this row, single crochet stitches between the puff stitches and chain 4. There will be 7 chains, 7 arches here in this row. And the last one. Now chain 3, and we'll make the usual group of 3 double crochets, chain 3 and 3 double crochets. We'll be making connections at the beginning, like here, at the end of each row we are making. So this is the end. Here we'll just insert the hook and we'll pull the hook through. Now we'll turn it over, we'll work on the inside, and we'll make, as usual, 3 slip stitches in the second double crochet, in the last one, and in this chain. Now we are beginning the next row, and we'll make connection at the beginning of this row also. We'll start with chain 2 instead of 3. We'll find this end group here. We'll insert the hook in the corner, pull the hook through. Now we have chain 3. This is our first double crochet at the beginning of the row. And now I have 3 double crochets, chain 3 and 3 more. Chain 3 as usual to separate this ending group from the middle of this pattern. Now single crochets and chain 5 as we did with the other star. There will be 6 arches in this row. Chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, and the last single crochet here, chain 3. We are making this group at the end as usual, and we'll make another connection at the end of this row. When this group is finished, we'll just insert the hook here. Here we have chain 3 as the first double crochet, so we'll insert the hook in the corner, pull it through. We've made a connection at the end of the row. Once again, turning work over, we'll make 3 slip stitches in the middle, at the end, and in this chain, and we'll make the beginning connection like this. First chain 2 instead of 3, then insert the hook in the corner, pull the hook through. We have chain 3 and we've made our first connection, and then continue working like this, making connections at the beginning and at the end of each row until you get to the place where you do not have arches anymore, where you have just 2 groups of double crochet stitches. I will do that also, and then I will show how to end this point of a star. Here I am almost at the end of this point, 1 row left. I have made all the connections, including the connection at the end of this row. And now we need to turn the work over, work on the inside, start with 3 slip stitches as usual, the connection will be here where we have this end of the thread, and going back to this reverse side. It's pretty tight now. Okay, I've made 3 double crochet stitches. I'm moving on to the space between these next double crochet stitches, and I'm making 3 more double crochets, and the connection, of course, it will be here in this corner. And now I will need to make chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a slip stitch on the other side, somewhere here, once again close to that end of the thread, like this. Now turn work over, and this is the time when we are going to include this thread in our work and hide it this way. We'll be making 12 single crochet stitches around this chain. 1, 2, pretty close to each other, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and a slip stitch somewhere here like this, and that's it. Cut off and weave in the thread somewhere on the inside of this point. After that, turn the work over and continue working on each point, every time beginning here and ending in this group, and making connections at the beginning and at the end of each row. I will finish this star and then we'll show how to make the stand. The star is finished, and now it's time to make a holder, the base for the star. Before we start making it, I should mention that the number of stitches you're going to use for the holder is going to depend on what you're going to use to shape it. You'll need something similar to this. This can be plastic glass, like I'm using. You might be able to find something in your kitchen or among kids' toys. Maybe you'll make something using clay or Play-Doh. But I'm using this plastic glass, which has the diameter of about 2 inches. And that's why I'll start with chain 50. But if you are going to use something of a different diameter, you might want to adjust the number of stitches you're going to be using. So I'll start with chain 50, 5, and so on. Chain 50, and I'll make a ring out of it using a slip stitch. Now in each chain I'm going to make a double crochet stitch. The first one is chain 3 as usual, and now I'm going to include this end of thread in my work because I don't want to deal with it later and it will look better. So double crochet stitch, the next double crochet, the next, and so on. Continue making double crochet stitches until you reach the end of this round, and make sure you count them just in case to make sure you have 50 or as many as you need. At the end, make a slip stitch in the third beginning chain. Now we need to make 4 more rounds like this. We'll start each round with chain 3, and then we'll be making double crochet stitches, stitch in stitch, and continue working like this until you have 5 rounds. I have finished 5 rounds of 50 double crochet stitches, and now we are going to start making reductions in the number of stitches in every other round, and in every other round we are going to reduce the number of stitches by 5. So we are going to divide the number of double crochets that we have, 50, by 5, which is 10, and we are going to make the last 2 together. So we'll start as usual with chain 3 and then double crochets. Now I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now 9. We won't finish it, and 10, we won't finish it. We'll work them together and repeat it 4 more times, and then make a round of 45 stitches without any changes. Now I have finished 7 rounds and I have 45 stitches. Once again, we are going to make a round of reductions. Every even round will be when we make reductions. So we'll divide 45 stitches by 5. We'll get 9. And we'll be making together double crochets number 8 and 9. So now I have 6, 7, 8 not finished, 9 not finished. We'll work them together. We have 8 instead of 9 stitches. In the next round there will be 40 stitches, and continue working like this, making reductions in every second round by 5 stitches altogether until you make 15 rounds, and you'll have 25 stitches at the end. This is what it looks like when it's finished. And now it's time to starch it all. If you are not sure how to do that, I have a video on my channel about starching. When everything is well soaked in the starch solution and wrung out, insert 5 rubber balloons. They should be round balloons in the 5 points of the star on the reverse side, and blow those balloons. As you can see, instead of tying the balloons, I use those clips. It makes it much easier to regulate the size of the balloons should one of them loses some air. And then hang it to dry for about 24 hours. When everything is dry, the last thing to do is to attach the star to the base. Simply insert this base into one of the openings between the points of the star. And if you have a glue gun, this will be best to put a lot of glue here and make sure the star is secure on the base, but if you don't have a glue gun, it can be done with a needle and thread too. This is it for today. If you liked the video and the tree topper that we made together, please push the like button. And if you have not subscribed yet but want to be informed of all the new projects on the channel, consider subscribing and pushing the notification button. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.